Good morning. If you feel really hungry at the breakfast time, what you should do? Because if you have just gone through the festivities of Christmas and Boxing Day and ate loads of food, your insulin level, the baseline insulin level is quite high. And that will always want to store fat and prevent burn down of any fat. And that itself will make you very hungry and you cannot not eat breakfast. Like I'm very used to intermittent fasting. I don't eat anything until lunchtime. But now after Christmas, I'm always thinking about food when the breakfast is coming. Now, usually, if I want to continue my fasting, I would take tea or coffee, and that will stop my hunger because it's a complicated relationship between leptin and ghrelin and all that hunger and satiety hormone, and also the warmth and the volume that you give to your stomach. But anyway, long story short, you have to eat some breakfast because you cannot have it because of this high insulin level. And not talking about diabetic or anybody taking insulin. I'm talking about somebody who is not diabetic. And this will happen if you keep on eating a lot of carbohydrate, your insulin level will go up. So you're not diabetes or even pre-diabetes. But if you are kind of more than 45, 50 years old, if you got a belly fat, if you're a little bit, blessed and plump and all that, then you have got the early metabolic syndrome or fatty liver or pre diabetes. So what I would do, I will have a breakfast, but I will switch to heavily carb and veg. Sorry, did I say carb? Protein and veg. So I'm having three soft boiled egg, bit of artichokes. It has got a different health advantage. I'm not going there. A bit of cucumber. You don't have to peel it, but I don't like the skin. And a bit of boiled spiced chicken. And this is the best mineral water that you can have, and the cheapest is coconut water. For those who have never been to tropical countries, because I was born in India, so that's how coconut split will look like. And it is the shell, the milk of the coconut is used as coconut milk, but this is the water inside this container. Is this the most complete? All the minerals and everything is all there. So see how they do it. They take it, then they split it, then they strain it, and then they spin it, and blah blah blah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is the picture I was looking for. I couldn't find it from the water bit, but this is the coconut milk bit, and this is showing. So the raw coconut hanging from the tree is like this. It's actually not a nut, but we call it coconut. Nothing to do with cocoa powder either. And then once you take the fibrous outside, you will have a hard shell, then you break it, then it is this, then you get the white bit out, you cream it, and you get coconut milk or coconut cream. And the water inside this shell is actually this water. It is a bit sweet, and that's why some of you might not like it, but the same people I know, they're having fizzy sweet artificial drinks which has got a lot of really harmful sugar in it. Whether this sugar is natural, it is bit sugary, but it's the most complete drink. Yes, there's a little bit of carb there. There's always some carb here and there, but there's nothing to do with a carb-laden breakfast. And once you do this for a couple of weeks, then gradually you can push this breakfast towards your lunch, because now your body's insulin level is gradually coming down because you're not giving the body sugar or carbohydrate like oats, breakfast cereal, fruits, etc. So that gradually you will not need as much insulin as you otherwise would need. As your insulin level comes down, now the body can actually burn fat, the stored fat, because we store fat so that we can burn it. But if your insulin level is high, that high insulin level is a storage hormone. It will prevent burning, breakdown of the fat. So where the body is going to get the calorie and energy? Sorry, it's my prompt. It's 11 o'clock. It will stop very soon. Believe me. It's a new app I downloaded because if you have got ADHD, ADD and you get distracted in many different things. You lose track of time, or if you're on a Netflix or social media, this will alarm you every hour because time is very critical and important. Anyway, coming back to this insulin business. So your body is trying to look for energy. So either you can use fat, I call that diesel, or the carbohydrate, which I call petrol, which is the dirty fuel. Now, body has got some glycogen, which is a stored form of starch in the muscles, not much, and in the liver. So when you're sleeping all night, body is using those reserves. So when you wake up, there's no glycogen in the liver almost, no glycogen in the muscle almost. So your body is, blood sugar level is falling down, and immediately insulin level is also falling down, because high sugar, high insulin, low sugar, low insulin. But this low blood sugar is now sending the signals, eat, eat, eat. So that's, I'm going to stop that signal by eating not carbohydrate, but pre-plan. If you don't pre-plan your meal, you will end up eating junks and easy food, which is all of this, all the carbs. Oops. So pre-plan your breakfast and have this ready, and also a cup of coffee, which I'm going to have some Malabar coffee today. And as you know, I'm a coffee aficionado, is that the word? And I like ground coffee, freshly roasted. It lasts only 2 weeks. You have to finish this within 2 weeks. So you take 2 tablespoonfuls. I go for hipped, and I'm right-handed, but I'm holding the camera with my right hand, so be a bit patient with me. And ideally you should use a presser so that it compacts it. Its extraction is easier. And I put water on the bottom shelf, this one, the red one. Red one will get really red hot, so don't touch it. And then I'm going to put it here and start. So I'm going to start eating and drinking this, and then I'll finish it up. We're going for sauna. Another very important health benefit that you can give to your body is heat, which activates heat shock protein. There are 10 benefits of sauna, but the most important is that if you cannot do exercise because of arthritis, etc., or shorter breath, you can have sauna, which amounts to moderate exercise. To be careful, if you are not used to it, enter it after consulting your doctor, and do not stay more than 1 minute in the beginning. Ideally 15 minutes at the end, but you don't start running marathon in the beginning if you're unfit. You just go for a walk. So enter the sauna, immediately come out of the sauna, because if you're entering the sauna for the first time, it is uncomfortable. It will tell your body, get out of sauna. So that's as harsh it can be to your physiology. But if you manage to stay in gradually, amazing health benefit: cardiovascular death, mortality prevention, mental health improvement, dementia prevention, excretion of heavy metals to see the top 4. Have a lovely day.